Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. We missed you. Sorry, you know what? I'm not even gonna apologize. We're back and we're better. Happy Tuesday. As you might be seeing or you noticed, it's a Tuesday. So tell them why we're uploading on Tuesdays.
We are just working with a different upload schedule to see if you guys like it or not. So we will be doing, should we just say it or no?
Guys, we're gonna commit. We're gonna say it, just throw it out into the universe, but don't take our word for it.
Just Tuesdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay. We're going to be uploading podcasts Tuesdays and Thursdays. So please comment a lot of podcast ideas down below. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some exciting news coming next week, but that will be next week that I will tell you. Or should I just tell them?
No, tell them next week.
Or Thursday?
No, next week.
Or tomorrow?
No. All right, guys. Well, today we are going to dive into a topic that is sensitive for some and maybe not for some. Did that make sense?
Babe, we haven't even talked about our new setup.
Okay, sorry.
This is a trash can. And this is, if you go watch our house tour on J&J Vlogs, this is like a little
nook area.
Yeah.
This is in my beauty room, which is so cute. I love this little sitting area, and look, it has lights too.
Whoa, those are nice.
It's so super cute. So we decided to do it here because of the echo. We realized in the kitchen there was too much echo, so we're gonna see how it sounds.
Yeah, and it was just bland. And our donut is back, guys. The infamous, famous, all-knowing donut.
Yeah, we finally have a little bit of our very first setup back. We're never going to get rid of this donut. So a little update. We're a little late on the game, but if you follow us on social media or J&J Vlogs or my channel, you know that we got another dog.
Yeah.
And she's the perfectest little girl in the whole entire world. Her name is Chai, like chai latte, and she's black and perfect.
Yeah, guys, she's also a golden doodle. A lot of people were asking what breed she was. There are black golden doodles. Don't discriminate. They're not all golden.
And Ozo's Instagram has changed to Ozo and Chai, so go follow both of them, and you'll see pictures there too.
Yeah. But if you did watch her YouTube video and you want like a little update on her, we'll do an update. But just know she's the opposite of Ozo, guys. Yes. She's crazy. She's a bully, but she's perfect.
Yeah, I think we should, maybe on Thursday, we should get into an update and how it's been having two dogs so far.
Yeah.
But just know she's freaking crazy, and she's un terremoto. How do you say that? She's a tornado.
Terremoto's earthquake.
Oh.
Un tornado.
Un tornado. Oh, es un tornado.
Un ciclón.
No. Anyways, today we're diving into the topic of mother-in-laws.
Or fathers-in-laws.
No, just mother-in-laws.
I thought we said in-laws.
No, just said mother-in-law.
Oh.
So we're diving into that topic because...
Because what?
Because that movie... No, you have a problem, Mama. Because of the movie we watched, Ready or Not.
Oh, yeah. Go check it out if you haven't watched it.
We're in it.
9 out of 10 recommend.
So that inspired me to talk about mother-in-laws. A huge disclaimer out there. Jonathan and I get perfectly along with our mother-in-laws. Shut up, babe. You're going to make them think otherwise. You got a problem, Mama?
No.
Then?
No, we're kidding. I'm kidding.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Babe, why are you being so weird? Are you okay?
It's because this new setup got me vibing.
So on Instagram, I went ahead and put a poll, and I asked, do you get along with your mother-in-law? And guess what? To my surprise, 81% of the population does and 19% doesn't.
Why did you think it was going to be more?
I thought it was going to be...
Just because of novelas and stuff?
Yeah, because I think more people talk about the bad stories about them instead of good. So I think that's why I thought, like...
Because I feel like good doesn't need to be talked about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. But I posted this story about 30 minutes ago, and 2,086 people said yes, and 488 said no. Now I posted a second story that said, if you answered no, why not? Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Da-na-na-na. Roll the intro song.
All right, so I'm going to read some short answers that I got on Instagram, and then also we have long answers on our email, which
Well, long
Jonathan will read.
stories.
Yeah, Jonathan is gonna read that because he
We can
thinks.
take turns.
No, because then you're gonna make fun of how I read, and
I
we're gonna
can't
get
read
in a
any
fight,
better.
and you're gonna sleep on the couch.
Okay. You know I be sleeping on the bed with my dogs.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with these short answers. One says, my ex-suegra was nice to me and did show love for me, but at times she could be an instigator. I learned to be around her and call her out when she was doing it. So that's good.
Ooh, right? She had the balls to talk back to a Mexican suegra. Because she hates that I took her son out of gangbang.
Oh,
wait, why was she?
She's like the headmaster.
You took my best dealer. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that would be a bad thing.
Yeah. She's rude and disrespectful ever since she had found out I was pregnant over a year ago. But does she want to see her grandson or granddaughter? Grandson?
Oh, that sounds good. My fiance came to the U.S. and she sees me as the reason he ain't going back to her. What do you think about that?
Isn't that good though? Because then he's gonna get papers and then no.
Well, what if he does have papers?
Oh.
And she's just not going.
I guess. I don't know. What do you think?
I think there it's his fault. You
What?
have to, like, he's not going back. If she's not against it, then it's his fault. You know? So the suegra shouldn't be mad at her, but him.
Yeah, perfect.
I think.
I wish we were close, but I guess I'm just not her cup of tea. That sucks. Like when you want to be close to her, but you can't relate. Sorry, girl.
She doesn't like me because my side of the family is Christian and they're Catholic. Dun dun dun. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I see where the problems can arise, but at the end of the God,
at the end of the God.
At the end of the day, you guys both love God.
Yeah, that's tough. Religions are tough.
Yeah.
Would you date me if I was a Christian?
Like if you're a Christian, or what? Give me a crazier one.
If I was,
would you date me if I was like Jewish?
Testigo de Jehová.
Oh hell no. We wouldn't even have met in the first place.
True.
Nothing wrong with Testigo de Jehová. Si fueras una mormona, no.
Why?
Porque no toman café y no podríamos ir a Starbucks.
We don't even drink coffee at Starbucks.
Pues todos modos.
Honestly, she treats him like shit and always asks him for money when he doesn't have it.
Damn, he's probably the youngest tough. Or middle. Because I know she ain't doing that to the oldest.
What if she is? You never know. Good question.
I hate this one. She says comments here and there. Mm-hmm. Not personally with my suegra, but like tios and tias that always have something to say. You just gotta clap back, guys. Clap back with that diss, you know?
Defend yourself, girl.
Y si te dicen, ¿y el novio? ¿Y su esposo?
She thinks there's no better girl than his ex. That would suck.
Yeah. Like, what would happen there? Like,
she just never stops talking about her, or she has a picture of her at home and doesn't take it down.
Imagine.
Have you seen that?
Well, what if like she died, the ex?
Then she would have said, his ex-girlfriend died and she can't get over it.
No, maybe she didn't.
That would be a huge piece to a story that she can't just not say it.
She always throwing indirectas y dice que su hijo cambió mucho desde que está conmigo. That's a really common one, guys, and you just, like I said, you gotta clap back to your suegra.
Yeah.
Not clap back, but like maybe point out the ways he's gotten better, you know?
Mhm.
Because I'm sure that's what a relationship's about, bettering yourself. Because what if your suegra is right? What if he's just gotten worse? But I'm sure if he's with you, he's gotten better. So be like, oh, sí, pero su hijo siempre fumaba.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have the balls to like stand up to their suegra, you know?
I think
like, because I feel like in one way you'd be like, am I disrespecting her?
We're Gen Z, we don't care.
Is that why you stood up to my mom?
Suegras ask us for permission. Can I see my daughter?
She hates the fact that I am older and have a son from a previous relationship.
Damn, that one's hard.
Pero el niño, ¿qué culpa tiene?
Pues ella, no el niño.
Why? Like, life goes on. She should be mad at her son. I feel like all of these, the soda should be mad at their son.
Dang, my fiance did the can I take a friend home prank on her and she failed.
Oh, that sucks. Can we do that to your mom?
No.
Babe, she would slap your ass. Mine es bien metiche y chismosa, en todo se fija para estar criticando. I stay away. And then she hates you because you just never bring her son over. That's tough, honestly. I feel bad for you girls that don't get along, or guys that don't get along with their mother-in-laws.
Always want to control her daughter's actions when he's already grown. Yeah, that one sucks. I personally never been like a mama's boy, so I don't know. Like, there's some guys that's the main issue. Like, oh, pero mi mamá me dijo que y tienen 27, you know. So you gotta watch out for those dudes, man.
Se pone celosa porque I want her son to stop smoking and me hace caso, so she gets jealous. She's like, no, come smoke a doobie with me.
Come on. I already rolled one. It's thick.
Oh my god, I hate this angle of me. I'm a little chubby.
She's a narcissist, a bitch, and a damn snake. LOL.
Oh shit.
Ay, me das miedo.
Babe, you know, the other day, también the reason that I wanted to do this podcast is because I watched her YouTube videos, like how my mother-in-law ruined my wedding. And she said that she showed up to the wedding with a wedding dress that looked almost the exact same as hers.
Why?
Just cause. And then that when she saw it right away, like she even put videos of the wedding and how like when she first sees her, she's like, and that
what did everyone else say?
They were all texting the bride like, hey, why is your mother-in-law wearing a wedding dress to your wedding? And then that they confronted her, like the son and the bride, and then she was like, it's not a wedding dress, I got the tail cut off. And then she put like a side by side of them dancing with the son, and they like literally the dress looks almost identical. And then also like she was supposed to bring like the leftover food home because they ordered a lot. It was like a catering service para el recalentado the next day, and then she didn't. That she's like, oh, I forgot, or like you didn't tell me. And then the caterers were like, no, we told her and we showed her where all the boxes were so she could take them home after the wedding.
Damn, at that point, like, you know your mother-in-law before you even have the wedding, you know? You know she's gonna do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I would have kicked my mom
out. Like, what would you do if your mom showed up with a wedding dress?
If your mom showed up with a tuxedo. What would you do?
I don't, but like, I can't put myself in that scenario because your mom would never, you know? Yeah. But I don't know.
I just don't like, I don't know.
Like she was saying like, oh, she obviously wanted attention, but she got all bad because everyone was texting her like, why is your mother-in-law wearing a wedding dress? And then I guess that the son saw it before, like 10 minutes before the wedding was gonna start. So, but everyone in the comments were like, she should have just sent her home to change. Like, isn't that crazy? That sucks. So now like the wedding pictures all have, wait, I haven't said anything. The wedding pictures have 2 wedding dresses in them.
Ew. Imagine dropping like 20 grand on your wedding just for that shit.
Seriously. She texted my boyfriend calling me a bitch because he didn't want to throw the trash out.
What are you, 16?
Your girlfriend's a bitch because you didn't want to take the trash out.
She was 60 and wanted to dress like a 20-year-old.
Yeah? Let her be. There's a law, you loser. She criticizes my parenting with my daughter. Always wants things her way.
Oh, that's
tough.
tough.
That's tough, dude. I would.
Guys, that's what I need. Maybe because we're still far away from that, but we'll make a video on asking you guys for advice and how you handle that. Because I personally would get very irritated and very mad if like my suegros told me how to raise my kid.
Yeah.
If it was obviously like if it's bad, then yeah.
Like, obviously, if they're being bad and you're not saying anything, they're like, no, pues dile algo, you know, but...
No, but if I think I'm doing something good...
And they think it's bad? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
So yeah, let us know. Not yet, but we'll make a video soon. She never liked me, like, ever. I've been married 8 years already, and it's still the same. Imagine 8 years.
Like that, like you said, you should know your suegros before. It just feels like, well, in my opinion, it would be hard to date someone and like their parents don't like you. Like, how do you handle like Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday dinners, you know?
Yeah, because, I mean, from the first day, like, my suegra gave me good vibes, you know?
And from the first day, your mom loved me. Porque vivía con ella y mi cuñado de 10 hacía mucho renegar a mi hijo de 4. Defendía el suyo y no el mío.
Yeah, that one's tough, too. Vieja metiche. She's dead.
Why would you send that in?
Savage. Her and her daughter are super judgmental and gossip about everyone. That would suck too. Well, like, what if I had like an older sister that just hated you?
I wouldn't date you.
Wouldn't that be? Oh wow. Just like that.
Yeah. I just think it'd be
good
hard.
then.
Yeah,
Because I would have a sister to look out for me if you're a weak ass person that can't handle her.
Exactly.
Yeah, what if you have to just win her over and then she becomes the best sister-in-law?
No way.
Like in the movies.
No.
You're weak.
I don't care. I'm not gonna date someone and have to make someone like me.
I had to make your brother like me.
No, you did not, liar. Yeah, after we broke up 20 times.
But still.
For good reason. I ended up having a miscarriage and a couple days after she was happy about it.
Oh, that's fucked, man. I would punch her. Hey, sigo yo.
You would punch your mom?
Your mom. Oh, shit. I mean, if I was a girl. She calls me fat every time she sees me. She just gets mad that I try to eat healthy, aka not feeding her son tortillas and hella grease like he grew up with. You do you, girl.
But she calls her fat? Why is she trying to eat healthy? I don't get it.
I guess. Like, ay, ¿pa' qué comes saludable si estás bien gorda?
Because I left a hickey on her son's neck. I would, yeah.
I mean, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We're not gonna defend everyone.
Can we tell them?
What?
When you left me a hickey 3 weeks ago. My mom found out.
Your mom found out? You never told me?
No? Yeah, well, because...
Wow.
Okay, Jonathan left me a hickey like 3 weeks ago. And I was wearing a Band-Aid because I felt so ratchet. Like, that is... You've never left me a hickey ever.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden... I had a curita on. And I know my mom, like, as soon as she sees a curita, she's like, ¿qué tienes? A ver. But she didn't. Like, she didn't say anything. We were at T-Mobile. And then the curita se despegó.
Oh,
and she's like, ¿qué tienes ahí? I was like... No, es que Jonathan y yo estamos jugando a las luchas.
What? That's sexual assault, first of all. If we're wrestling and I just start sucking on your neck.
I don't know what I said, but I made it sound very non-sexual.
And she believed it?
Yeah. She's like, ay,
she wasn't born yesterday.
I know.
Ay, me hizo un coscorrón en el cuello y me quemó.
And me reciting the story back made me realize, like, my mom did not believe it. But
okay, we haven't met each other, and we've been together with my boyfriend for 2 years. Also, because she's Arabian, and I'm Mexican American, so maybe that's another toughie. Different races. Yeah, because you're so like, because I don't know if you saw that for example, I don't know if you saw on TikTok where like they're like, oh, because I guess Arabian or Middle Eastern women really like Latinos, and then Latinos really like Middle Eastern girls. So like, oh, we're just gonna switch, and then I saw that Arabian or Middle Eastern girls were like, good luck Latinas, like Middle Easterns are so like basically machistas, but like 10 times worse because you know how like they have to be covered and like if you can't speak out of line and shit like that. So it's like imagine you going to like that type of family. Not that that's bad, maybe you know, because I've also seen where women are like, I choose to wear this, and you know, so like, but still like, you know.
Let's okay, we're moving on to our email. So if you guys ever want to send any stories or any advice questions, or email us spillthebeansjj@gmail.com. So you guys sent in some longer stories to our email. Ya empezaste.
I didn't make any noise. Okay, well, some are just listening, okay?
So this one is in-law horror story, the best suegra. I had the best suegra ever until I found out she was doing brujeria along with my...
What? That took a huge turn.
Until I found out she was doing brujeria along with my husband at the time, getting divorced now.
What?
By the way, I'm not the only one she's doing it to. She's also doing it to her son-in-law. People are sick out there. I just hope it's not too late. Oh.
Damn.
She's doing brujeria on all her in-laws.
With her son.
With her.
So the son, maybe that's how they got together. Because he just saw her at school and like, me gusta mucho la muchacha.
Hágale brujeria.
Like the one episode from Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
He's like, which one do you like?
Yeah, and they just grab her ass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's weird.
That's tough. Good luck, girl. I'm glad you guys are getting a divorce.
This one's titled, My Horrible Suegra. Please read. All caps. Okay, so where can I start with this okay. Where can I start with this when I have so many stories? I moved in with my mother-in-law and my boyfriend at the time, husband now, at 17 because I got pregnant and we wanted to be together. The first few months were good. I helped do a lot of chores around the house trying to quedar bien. I was learning to cook and would slowly make meals for all of us, and there was a lot of us living at her house. When I started getting really big with my pregnancy, I started sleeping in a lot and was really tired to do heavy chores. One day she came home and I had been out with my mom all day, so I didn't clean her house. She got home and she started yelling, saying, No sé por qué nadie ha lavado los trastes. I was the only one in the house when she got home. Obviously, she was talking about me. A few months later, tax season comes around and she legit asked my man to let her use my son's social security to claim him on her taxes just because we lived with her and she could get some money in return. She did not ask me. My husband let her claim him. I was so angry because she didn't ask me. If she would have, I would have said no. My husband moved away for college about 2 hours away from us. He had a little studio where he lived and it had cockroaches, so it wasn't in the condition for my son and I to move in with him. When we were looking for an apartment down there, we told her how desperate we were to move together so he could help me with the baby. Sheila just said this to me. Muévete con él porque tú no estás para lujos. Keep in mind I have never lived in a rich home or had any nice things, so I could care less about having something fancy. I just didn't want to move somewhere we had no room and had cockroaches. She has talked so much about me behind my back, and my husband always takes her side rather than mine. She drinks a lot, and one day she was really drunk when I was talking to my husband. She was behind me and pulled my hair, not too hard, but it did bother me. I told my husband and he said it's because she likes her hair. I'm respectful and don't ever talk to her back, but I'm slowly separating myself from her.
That sucks. I feel like there's a lot of horror stories about living with your suegros. So, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I feel like it's because, and I've been in this position, guys, it's because you, like, belittle yourself because you're like, ay, pues no estoy en mi casa. But obviously, she needs to understand that you were pregnant, you know what I mean? So you couldn't do heavy chores. And you're a good girl. I mean, you learned how to cook. Now, a lot of girls nomás están ahí aplastadotas y no hacen de comer ni nada de eso, or don't make an effort to learn. So I think you should talk to your mother-in-law, or I don't know, maybe your parents are out of the picture. Maybe try going over to your parents' house, and I don't know if your baby daddy cares about his son, then he's gonna obviously miss him when you move to your parents.
That sucks though. Having to live in an apartment just because she doesn't want, or I guess I don't understand that dynamic. Well, I guess you would have to stay with her. Yeah, I think the best option is to probably move back with your parents until he's out of college, or until you guys can be comfortable in a place together.
Life's too short to be putting up with those kind of people, guys.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be unhappy where you're living. Like, you should be comfortable. So
okay, my suegra hates me. So my suegra and I were very cool. We would go shipping together, etc. Pero shopping. But on summer, her niece came to stay here for summer, and I didn't know her at all. So she was texting my boyfriend a lot, like nonstop, until one day I was like, what do they talk about so much? So I went through my boyfriend's phone, and she was being a little too friendly, and she would tell him to take her out to eat, etc. So I was like, no manches. So she came over, and I told her what was her pedo, that they didn't teach her to respect because she crossed the line. So my suegra was on her side, and she was like, oh my god, you're just jealous. And when she said that, oh my god, I blew up. I was like, no manches. Su sobrina no sabe respetar, anda de resbalosa. Well, we still don't talk about. We live in the same house.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, you weren't in the wrong. If you felt like something was out of line, that's your husband, so, you know. But also, that's so. I wonder what it feels like to live with someone and not talk to them at all.
But I also remember that story. I don't want to say too much, but remember that the same thing happened. Que yo tenía one of my cousins, and it's a female. The other cousin's a male. We just, I mean, not me, but they like really just hug and hang out. And then the wife got really jealous.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it depends on the relationship you have with. I mean, if they're really close, they grew up together. Y sí, unas primas van a ser así, like, ay, beso de cachete and abrazos and stuff. But, I mean, cada quien, you know, everyone has their limits. Even if it's her cousin or whatever, it's niece, you should still be in the right. As a wife, hey, don't be touching my husband like that.
Yeah,
Pero tú también, tu esposo, ¿qué? ¿Qué pedo? O sea,
yeah.
le hubieras dicho a él.
At first, yeah. The first move should have been to tell your husband.
That's bullshit. Like when girls get mad and they go straight to the other girl.
No, you
like
should
when
go
a guy
to your
cheats,
husband first. Yeah.
And they go to the girl. Like
yeah.
why you just skip the whole dude? Like
yeah, you have to tell. You have to put your husband in check first because he's the one giving the green light. It's never. I personally think that it's never the other person's fault. It's always your significant other's fault. So, just saying.
I mean, it's both her fault, right?
But it's more the significant others. Yeah. So don't blame it on anyone else but him. Or don't blame it on someone else instead of him. Yeah,
yeah, si tu esposo's like, well, I tried, but siempre se manda. She's always texting me. I can't just block her. She's my cousin. Then, yeah, you know, that's when you punch her.
All right. My husband and I had our baby in January of this year. We had previously talked about our delivery plan, and I decided I didn't want anyone in the room with us when I was delivering or an hour after me having the baby. My reason being, my mom passed away a few years ago, and my older sister was also pregnant at the time too, and I didn't want to freak her out in case I had a bad labor. And because we are first-time parents, I just wanted to spend time as us three. We left our immediate family know when my water broke in the middle of the night and just kept in contact with them throughout the day. I was in labor for 16 hours, and right before I was about to push, my mother-in-law shows up, trying to come in and say hi. My legs were in the air getting ready to push. Lucky, I had already talked to my nurse and told her I didn't want anyone in there, so she immediately went to get her out of the room. It was a stressful time, and after I had the baby, about 45 minutes later, my husband called her to have her come in the room to meet the baby, and she was already walking out the door to leave. We pretty much begged her to come back and meet her first grandson. I was livid to say the least, but I didn't say anything to her at the time, and we still have not talked to this day. Oh, about it. My husband and I talked about her, and he was extremely upset, but it is what it is. She loves my baby, and if she ever steps out of line, I will bring it up and go off. That's just...
I feel okay. Your body, your choice, right? Obviously. But yeah. Okay, so if her mom was there, she would have been there, right? Because it's her mom, and it's her grandson.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what about? Don't you think? I don't think the mom was there de metiche. I feel like, wow, she doesn't have her mom with her. Let me go and try.
She talked to her about
her husband.
Previous. No, she said we told all of our immediate family our plan.
Oh, okay. Then
yeah.
I thought like maybe she just told her husband maybe didn't communicate.
No.
She showed up as a support. Yeah.
I think that's a tough situation to be in too, because I feel like, yeah, you have a delivery plan, and whatever you say goes. It has to be respected. But I feel like it's tough when it comes to like, oh, I'm going to have my mom in there and not my suegra. And like, I feel like the jealousy.
But at the end of the day, it's like, for example, if your mom's going to be in there with you and you don't want my mom, well, at least my mom will have the chance to redeem her with my sister. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just whatever makes the mom having the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing.
Comfortable.
That's the thing. When the kid's born, it gets your baby daddy's last name. It looks like your baby daddy. It's all your baby. So no, like that's not fair. You at least let the woman have the right
Delivery.
birth. You know.
Yeah. I think just respect whatever the person in labor wants. But that's tough, girl.
Oh, this one's good. Girl, mis suegros son muy lindos y todo, but so okay. I'm getting married in March and I want a super small wedding, like really only close family and friends. About maybe 40 or 50 guests. Pero mi suegra, she wants to invite the entire world. She sounds like it's her wedding and she gets mad and I tell her none of her extended family are invited. She tells me, no, Uncle so and so has to come. That's unacceptable. They will get very hurt. Yo les digo, pues que se hagan hurt. People want to talk either way. Que si porque la comida esto y el vestido el otro. Mejor que hablen porque no los invité. Aparte, COVID's still an excuse, right? And I wanted to obviously find a place with my man, but his mom a huevo nos quiere meter a su estudio de atrás. Like, okay, I know my fiance's and mama's board, but say something. Anyway, saludos desde San Diego, California.
Oh, that's tough when, I guess, like when you're...
Girl, at the end of the day, it's your wedding, okay?
Yeah. That's what, so when we went to the first meeting with the padre, that's what he told us. He's like, and make sure that you're planning your wedding and that you're happy with your wedding because it's your wedding. At the end of the day, you're going to have the memories, so.
Guys, that's honestly how we're feeling. Not the suegro, like my parents are happy regardless of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, first, obviously, everyone wants the biggest, the most elegant wedding. And then Julissa and I are like, it's one day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd rather go full out on our honeymoon, go full out on something else, but 20 grand for one day.
Yeah, but also we want to invite like subscribers and stuff, so
yeah, it's gonna be big in terms of like people going, but like que el grupo más chido, que las decoraciones más caras, like,
not at all,
you know, like no. I think in terms of the more the merrier, sí, porque se hace más ambiente. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like I want to invite everyone, pero like in terms of like trying to impress other people for one day, hell no.
All right, guys. So that was.
Espérate. Oh. Estoy acá picándome los pies.
All right, guys. That was it for today's podcast. We didn't get to all of them. We actually had quite a few emails.
Thank you for sending and being open to us. You know we would never expose you. Yeah. We don't even click on your profile or like your name or a mí se me olvida lo que. Literally, guys, we were in church the other day. I was like, babe, ¿qué comimos ayer?
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, we literally went to eat seafood at the Crown. Oh yeah.
I was like your favorite food you
So trust me when I don't remember your name.
No, he doesn't even remember when he last showered, which is a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, that was it for today's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will probably do another one in the future about this. Yeah. But for now, I think we're done exposing mother-in-law.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna be uploading more frequently, I promise. And since it is October, we'll probably be doing more spooky things. So maybe if you guys are in the mood for that, maybe on your way home or you're doing a lot of road trips, if you want to hear some scary stories or paranormal stories that have happened to us, or just stories from Reddit or something,
we're going to be the Mr. Nightmare podcast.
Yeah, we'll do a super scary voice.
But anyways, we're done for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have an awesome Tuesday, and wherever you're going, wherever you're listening this, I hope you guys know that we love and appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And we tell us how you like the setup and if the quality was good. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much, and until next time.